He's been entertaining people across the world for years with his side-splitting comedy to sold-out crowds. We're thrilled to have Gary Owen joining us now. What people don't know about you, it's not wide knowledge, you are a total family man. Like, you're a sweetheart. Your comedy is no holds barred, but you have 3 kids.
Well, I have 2 kids and a man. The oldest is already out of the house. He's a grown adult.
He grew like a weed.
Yeah, well,
like,
the 7-year-old's the tall one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my height. And then we got my 15-year-old daughter, who just went to homecoming this year for the first time.
What's that like as a dad who's in the entertainment industry and has seen everything to have a daughter going out on a date to homecoming?
I didn't like it because the dude that took me to homecoming was 6'7", like 270. He was like 15 years old. But I say it in my act. I'll say the dude that took my daughter to homecoming, his parents are raising him right because his mom and dad made him call me to ask permission to take my daughter to homecoming. But it was a weird phone conversation because his voice is deeper than mine.
Yeah.
And then, like, I got on the phone.
Speak to Mr. Owen?
And I was like this. I looked at my daughter and goes, "Who's this Green Mile dude on the phone? John Coffey taking you to homecoming?" And then I didn't know he's 6'7", so when he came to the door, I got my game face on. I'm gonna punk him. I'm gonna show him who the man of the house is.
Right.
So I open the door, and all of a sudden I look up. I look at my daughter like, "You ain't tell me he was this tall." 6'7". So,
Hello,
it's funny, like, he really likes my daughter. And my daughter's okay with him, but like, he's a heavily recruited offensive lineman for football. So every time he gets an offer, he calls my daughter like, "Yo, Penn State just sent me an offer. UCLA sent me an offer." My daughter's always like this. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of theirs.
She totally plays it cool.
Whoever ends up, I'm sure she's got a say in it.
You were that way with your wife, though. Like, you talk about how you were a softie when you went out with your wife. You didn't do the "I'm gonna wait 3 days." You called her within like 3 hours.
No, I called her immediately. Like,
So
I got the number and dialed it. I didn't even get home. I was just like, "Yo." She goes, "Who is this?" I go, "The guy you just met." She's like, "You already calling me?" I said, "Look, I know you're supposed to wait 3 days, but you gonna meet a lot of dudes in 3 days.
Right.
So I'm putting my dibs in now." And then we went on our first date, and I had an S10 pickup with a crack in the windshield. And we went to this restaurant called Crustaceans in Beverly Hills. And I kept circling the restaurant. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm looking for a parking spot." She goes, "Just valet." I said, "Ooh, we can't do both. I can't afford both. I can't valet and take you out to eat because I had no money at the time." So we parked like a mile away. We walked that crab off that night and them garlic noodles.
She loved you for who you were. Now you can afford valet. You can afford more than a S10 pickup truck with a cracked windshield. But,
yeah, we're good.
But
we got the windshield fixed.
You still live in Cincinnati where you grew up, but not the same home you grew up in.
Not the same trailer.
Where'd you?
No.
Tell us about your childhood.
I just grew up in a trailer park, doing trailer park stuff. You know, my goal is to buy the trailer park that I grew up in.
Really?
What
would you do
the guy
with
will
it?
not. I'm just going to keep it as is.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Just want to buy, change the name because it was Island Lake Mobile Community. I just want to call it Gary's.
Gary's Place.
Not even Gary's Place.
Just Gary's. You were in the military. What branch of the military did you serve in?
Navy.
Why did you enlist in the Navy?
Well, a couple reasons. The Army recruiter was full of it because he said he came to my trailer. He's like, "Yo, you wrestle? I heard you wrestle." And I was in high school. I wrestled, and I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You know, you could wrestle in the Army. You just wrestle, and we pay you to wrestle." I said, "Dude, I am 3 and 30.
Right.
I am like the worst wrestler in the state of Ohio right now." I said, I don't want to wrestle when I get to the Army. I hate wrestling. It's just something to do."
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he's full of crap. So then the Navy guy was the most honest one. So I was just like, he laid it out there. This is what it's going to be like.
Like 3 square meals and.
No, he just told me what boot camp's like and what kind of jobs I qualify for. He was just honest. So I was like, all right, I'll do the Navy. I knew I didn't want to do Marines or Army.
Yeah.
Because I saw Full Metal Jacket and I was out.
You saw Lee Ermey and
I
you were
was
like,
done after that.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be taking the guns apart, and I didn't want to shoot anybody. I was like, what? I said Air Force, Coast Guard, or Navy. Those are my 3.
And you wound up you did a Navy tour in which you did a lot of parades and marching.
I was an honor guard, presidential honor guard.
Bill Clinton's inauguration, right?
Yep, we did Clinton's inauguration. God, you really Googled me. You're scary.
I Googled hard.
Right.
Like, I pulled muscles in my fingers. I was Googling so fast.
Yeah.
No, seriously, the Bill Clinton thing is funny.
Oh, well, they had us
Because you were
march.
upstaged.
Yeah, because we were marching behind the Florida A&M band, and then they had some dancers, some girl dancers behind them. And they were Tootsie rolling and twerking and everything else, and we're spinning rifles. And they got right in front of Bill Clinton and Al Gore, and then when it was our turn to walk by them, Bill was still looking at the girls dancing. He wasn't paying no attention to us. I go, he ain't seen none of us spin no rifles.
Your rifle twirl was
because we
wasted.
walked right by him, and we do our eyes left to show respect for the president. So we did the eyes left. Bill's eyes was still that way, watching the Florida A&M band. I go,
it was wasted.
This is going to be a fun 4 years.
Gary Owen, thank you so much. You can check him out at the Improv tonight through Sunday. Gary Owen, thank you for being here.
Thanks, at the Improv.
At the Improv.